Tonight, generals from North and South Korea meeting at the DMZ to ease tensions. But now stunning intelligence that Kim Jong-un is secretly building new long-range missiles that could reach as far as New York or Washington, coming just days after President Trump was bragging about his success at the Singapore summit.
We had a fantastic meeting with Chairman Kim, and it seems to be going very well.
Arms control experts tell NBC News a July 7th satellite photo shows 3 heavy-duty trucks, indicating North Korea is building long-range missiles at a plant outside Pyongyang, often visited by Kim.
When we look at satellite photographs and we look at the country's propaganda, it's been business as usual all year before and after the summit.
The Secretary of State acknowledged the regime is still producing nuclear weapons fuel, as first reported by NBC News last month.
North Korea continues to produce fissile material, nuclear bomb material. Is that correct?
Yes, they continue to produce fissile material.
The intelligence community has been warning North Korea cheats.
I'm not surprised the North Koreans might be trying to hide some things, try to be deceptive.
The worry, say critics, that the president relies too much on personal diplomacy.
He has to understand it's not just a question of how to express what he believes or what he wants people to believe is happening. He really needs to make progress on these very thorny national security issues.
And Lester, tonight, Iran's leaders are rejecting President Trump's offer this week to meet with them as worthless, only a week after Mr. Trump had threatened them on Twitter. Contradictory signals that have confused friends and foes alike.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.